What do Arizona wines and rattlesnakes have in common?
Some trips are epic, the cross off the bucket list kind.
And some trips are spontaneous, short getaways.
You know, the ones with no plans, when you don't know what to expect.
Well, that's this one.
We interrupt this program for an important message. If you haven't already subscribed, hit that button. Thank you, and now let's get back to the show.
Okay, we're packed up, ready to go out of town for a long President's Day weekend. We're headed up to Dead Horse Ranch in Cottonwood, Arizona to meet up with some friends, Linda and Owen. We met them as fellow RVers in actually South Dakota. Here's my pilot. There he is. Ooh, this is kind of cool though. Look at that. I don't know if I'm getting it.
Our getaway started at Dead Horse Ranch State Park, located 2 hours north of Phoenix in Cottonwood, Arizona.
Centrally located in the Verde Valley, Dead Horse Ranch is a beautiful state park with 423 acres for camping, mountain biking, hiking, and fishing.
After setting up camp, we headed to our 3 o'clock reservation at Southwest Wine Center. The wine tasting was at Yavapai College, a 2-year program where students of all ages learn the craft of enology, or winemaking.
Since it was a travel day for us, we went back to the camp to relax and rough it. And more wine! The highlight of the happy hour was our surprise guest, the Ellusive Roadrunner.
There it is! Oh my God! Look at it go!
From Dead Horse Ranch State Park, you can see the town of Jerome situated on the mountainside. We drove 11 miles along the winding mountain road to the core of wickedness. Not sure if Jerome's nickname, the Wickedest Town of the West, was based on the town's corrupt ways or its steep streets, which according to local lore are made up of concrete and human ashes.
Seriously, Jerome is worth a day trip for his history, shopping, food, and scenic views. Of course, every Western town must have a bordello, house of joy, and its very own haunted hotel.
Hey everyone, we're in Jerome, Arizona. I think it's the oldest and most notable mining town probably in the United States.
It's one wicked town.
Yeah, it's called the Wickedest Town of Arizona. And we're standing in front of the Grand Hotel. It used to be United Verde Hospital. It had 9,000 deaths. So they say it's haunted. Should we go in and check it out? The booming mining town of Jerome had a population in its heyday of 15,000. It dove down to just 50 year-round residents.
and 9,000 of them died right there.
Another interesting landmark is Jerome's sliding jail. Initially part of a larger structure, a dynamite blast on the mountain tore a part of it away, causing it to slide 225 feet, landing right in the middle of Hull Avenue. Will I be possessed if I can?
Our group waited 30 minutes to have lunch at Haunted Hamburger, and we weren't disappointed. Then on to conspiracy wine tasting at Cabal Cellars. What do you recommend?
I personally recommend the conspiracy.
House of Joy is open.
I had a lot of fun with so many unique shops to browse. Day 3 began at family-owned Cove Mesa Vineyards for a flight of whites, rosés, and reds. It seemed Cove Mesa was a top pick for bachelorette parties.
The day culminated at Pillsbury Wines. Their very cool tasting rooms are in an old refurbished house. I really like the living spaces created as a cozy gathering place for friends and wine.
Confession time! We decided to add another day to our weekend.
Not to worry, we haven't forgot. We'll tell you later what Arizona wines have in common with rattlesnakes.
Plus, for a few laughs on us,
Excuse me.
watch the bloopers at the end. We spent our extra day exploring the Verde Valley's trifecta of national parks: Montezuma Castle, Montezuma Well, and Tuzigoot.
Montezuma Castle is a quick exit off Interstate 17 north of Phoenix. A 5-story, 20-room dwelling, Montezuma Castle is one of the best preserved prehistoric cliff dwellings.
If you go, it's 100% handicap accessible and a leisurely walk along a paved path to view the cliff dwellings above. Montezuma Well seems like a desert mirage as you mount the hill and see the spring-fed lake below. If you go, no, you can't drink from the well. It most likely was and still is poisonous with arsenic and extreme amounts of carbon dioxide, which means no fish can exist in it either. For the more adventurous, climb down 50 concrete steps to get a closer look at the original cliff dwellings. And then climb 50 steps back up.
While you can see Tuzigoot in the distance from Dead Horse Ranch, you need to drive through Old Town Cottonwood to reach the park's visitor center and entrance.
Is it Tuzigoot or Tuzigoot? You let us know. Leave a comment below.
If you go, some of the trail is paved and mostly accessible. Unlike the other ancient cliff dwellings, Tuzigoot sits 120 feet above the valley floor.
As we headed back to the Jeep, we noticed a crowd gathered at the Ranger Center. When I approached, I saw that the ranger was tagging a rattlesnake from the vicinity. I have never seen a rattlesnake, let alone touch one.
About a mile to a mile and a half. And the female's a little
And
bit
finally, for you die-hard viewers who stayed to the end to learn the answer of what Arizona wine country and rattlesnakes have in common, here it is.
Those vibrations 60 times a second. That's why it sounds more like a buzz than it does a rattle.
There you have it. They both have a buzz.
Now let's go wine tasting.
A full day of hiking in national parks calls for more wine tasting. At Arizona Stronghold Winery in Old Town Cottonwood, we met destination nomads Melanie and Dana.
We love for travel.
We wrapped up our day at Cottonwood's Tavern Grille, where I had the best chicken wings I've eaten all year.
What do you think, babe? Were they good?
No, not at all. Tasted a lot of wine. Wine.
Welcome to my pueblo. We're having javelina and roadrunner for dinner. Come on in.
And Jerome.
Safe travels.
Until next time.
Until next time, safe travels.
That's Mike. No. That's all it is 3 days. Or 3 nights, 4 days. Excuse me. Until next. That's my job. He's taking my job. Until next time.
Safe travels.
Seriously?